Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Lost. I'm Stylosa and it's time to go crazy with wild speculation. Oh baby, you know I love this. So, you've probably seen this already. I think this can mean one of two things. Either we're going to get some sort of PvE mission database system, which could be awesome, or we're going to get an animated short telling us, well, what the hell went on in Kings Row 7 years ago. Anyway, check this out. This is from the top left of that teaser video. I think these relate to abilities. So I think the first one is Soldier's Biofield, but as you can tell, it's a very low quality image, so it's very hard to work this out. I think the second one is maybe Hanzo's Sonic Arrow, but I'm not sure about that. Crossfade for the third one, I'm pretty sure about that. And then maybe Lucio's Heal for the fourth one. Then maybe Self-Repair, Ice Wall, Reconfigure, and Fire Strike. I want you guys to help me with this though, because I'm not sure if that is right. Anyway, why include hero ability icons even on this trailer? It must be because these guys are going to be involved in this somehow. I'm not too sure about Bastion though, because Bastion wasn't here. I don't think he was around, was he? 7 years ago with Overwatch? I mean, Soldier makes sense. Hanzo possibly. Lucio possibly. Reinhardt definitely. I mean, Reinhardt and Soldier, they were founding members of Overwatch, so you'd expect to see them there. Very interesting. But let me know what you think about that, guys, because, well, yeah. Next thing we've got is the robot mandatory registration thingy. Now, if you look at this, which I actually missed initially, up the top right, we've got a QR code there. Now, I've tried to make this work, but I can't get anything to actually come of it. If you guys can, then do let me know in the comments below, or follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and send me any information that you find, because this could be absolutely ridiculous. Now, the next image is of the subway. Also, you'll notice it says April the 11th. That is because this is happening on, well, next Tuesday. The initial video I got hold of was for the Australian region, so I think that's why it was April the 12th. But basically, it's Tuesday next week. So this is the subway. Now, I'm pretty sure the subway is the entrance to the underworld, which is where the Omnics live at the end of Kings Row. So, you know the pit you can fall down at the end of Kings Row? That is an Omnic city because the Omnics live underground. But I'll get onto that a little bit later on in the video and explain why the hell that is the case. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be the entrance into that world, and something is going to happen with Overwatch agents going into there to maybe stop some sort of riot or maybe do something else. Because, of course, the whole point of Kings Row is you're delivering an EMP to kill all of the Omnics at the end of the map, which is, well, rather sinister. In fact, it is the most sinister of all of the maps, especially if you're playing somebody nice like May on the attack and you kill you. Anyway, moving on. So, this is the main bulk of the video. Overwatch Mission Archives. I think that could be the name of a whole PvE system that's about to be launched. And you know me, guys. I want PvE. I really want it in this game. Overwatch needs PvE. Anyway, file 00382. I don't know what that means. Kings Row Uprising, obviously the name of the mission, entered into record 7 years ago, so we know this is in the past. Security clearance required, confidential, but we'll find out on the 11th of April. So, much like secret documents from like World War II, for example, after a certain period of time has gone, well then everybody has access to them, which is awesome. So, could this be the very first entry in the Overwatch Mission Archives that we either get to play back or we get to watch? So that's why I'm starting to think it's either a PvE sort of co-op event that you play, or it's some form of, well, animated short which explains what's going on. There is also this as well, which I'm pretty sure is Tracer. Now, at first I thought this was two different skins, but I think it's one skin after watching it back. I mean, it might not be, but I think it is. It's either Tracer or it's Widowmaker. Now, we know Jeff has said on the forums that fans of McCree and Widowmaker will be very happy with the skins that are coming out for them in spring. So maybe this is something to do with Widow. I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like Tracer because it's got the dual pistols. This, though, is very interesting. Look at this. That says Turing, G-R-I. I don't know what that could possibly mean. SWO, which might be a fake London postcode. It might even be real. I think it's fake, though. Building an Omnic future. But Turing is the interesting thing there, because Alan Turing, who you're about to see right now, is pretty much the father of modern computing. This guy, basically, he cracked the enigma. He is a man of means. He is a British hero, this guy. He is like the father of theoretical computer science. Without him, I wouldn't be sitting here right now making, well, videos on Overwatch, and you wouldn't be playing Overwatch or anything like that. The guy is an absolute legend. But also, he came up with a thing called the Turing test, which is supposed to work out if it's actually a machine or a person. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail on that, but it's basic. I don't want to make it too overly simple, but it's almost like an interview style thing, which would work out if you're talking to a machine or talking to a person. So it would make sense if a Turing test was sort of used to see if Omnics are actually alive or just machines. Anyway, let's move on to King's Row and talk about what the hell King's Row just is. King's Row is an upscale, cosmopolitan neighbourhood of London, but just beneath its peaceful surface, tensions between Omnics and humans are running high. While much of modern England was built on the backs of Omnic labourers, they have been denied the basic rights that humans have, with most Omnics forced to live in the dense, claustrophobic city beneath the city known by some as the Underworld. Of greater concern is that recent demonstrations by pro-Omnic rights protesters have resulted in violent clashes with the police, and a solution is nowhere in sight. So the whole point of King's Row is to deliver an EMP payload from Big Ben, no less, into the Underworld to kill all of the Omnics, which is a rather dark thing to be doing, but that's what you do every time you play King's Row, unless you're on defense, in which case then you stop it from happening. But the whole King's Row setup, if you look back at the Alive cinematic, which kind of makes me think this is why we probably won't get some sort of animated short, just as this whole tease leads up to an animated short, is because we've already had Alive, and that's already a King's Row animated short. So I really hope this is, well, the beginning of a PvE sort of mission selection system. Like, I've always wanted, you guys know me, you know I want PvE in this game. I think it would make this game infinitely better, and it would attract loads and loads more players. I know there is a lot of players already for Overwatch, but I think this would just take Overwatch to the next level. But imagine having some sort of PvE dungeon system in the game, where, like, when I say dungeon, I mean set mission kind of system, like scenario system, which is what this could actually be, or it's what I'm hoping it would be, because the Overwatch mission archives could be another way of playing the game, and we're about to get the first one in a week's time, or at least get some sort of major reveal of what the first one will be, which is going to show us how King's Row actually ended up how it is, and might give us some answers as to why we are delivering a bomb to cause mass Omnic genocide underneath London, which seems extremely dark. But we don't know what's going on. All we know is that there are riots riots between humans and Omnics in King's Row. We know tensions are high. We know Mundata has been executed there, but we don't know what happened to get us to that point. That's what I think we're going to find out. We're going to see probably more information about Overwatch and how it was when it was at the height of its power. Because remember, this is 7 years ago. This is the height of Overwatch's power. This is not modern day. Because modern day Overwatch, while they've kind of been recalled, it's not actually Overwatch how it was. It used to be this global organization that was tasked with, well, controlling issues, I guess. They were like world police, right? I guess, in a way. So maybe we're going to find out what happened to King's Row. I hope we are. And remember as well, the map was updated on the PTR, which, you know, why was it updated? They said in the forums, oh yeah, it's to, you know, change the way we update the maps in the future. I don't believe that. I never believe that. That's why I made the video, and I was like, I don't like what they've done to King's Row here. It looks a bit brighter. Because some areas of the map changed, other areas didn't change. So if the lighting engine actually did change, you'd expect there to be differences all over the map, but there kind of wasn't. So they've made deliberate changes to the map, and this could be a result of what's going to happen. The thing is, though, what's going to happen has already happened if it happened 7 years ago. So why change the look of King's Row? Maybe it was because it's easy to update. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost, and I want PvE Overwatch content, and I will not be happy until we get it, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope a lot of you guys are with me on this, because it would be awesome. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Especially let me know what you think about those ability icons at the start, because they are very hard to work out. Some of them are fairly easy to see, but others are not. Anyway, guys, follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. I've been Stylosa, this is Unit Lost, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Toodaloo.